Welcome back. It's Tuesday, and we want to bring in AAA for some advice. You guys always have great advice on the roads, at home, whatever we need. And September is National Preparedness Month. So Skylar McKinley is here to talk about that. You know, we've had all these disasters lately, and you at AAA always encourage people to have a disaster kit ready to go.
That's right. Listen, when we were looking at Irma, I read this morning, it was perhaps the biggest evacuation in American history, right? Millions of people displaced. There's no easy way to get displaced from your home, but when you have an emergency kit, it means at the very last minute, if you get that evacuation order, hey, you're ready to go. You've got everything that you need to be comfortable as you figure out your next steps, and you know you are prepared for the unexpected, which we always recommend.
That's a great point, specifically what you would need to take with you. What else for the people who hunkered down, or if you were in a situation where you had to stay at home, what should you have in place?
No matter what, you're going to want 3 days of food, non-perishable food and water per person, right, just to start you out until relief can get on the way. You know, standard things, a hand crank flashlight, hand crank radio, those are common. Things you might not think about, though, is plenty of cash, right, because there might not be credit card services. You're going to want any extra medication that you have. So, in fact, ask your doctor, say, hey, I just want to prepare an emergency kit. Can I have some extra medication? Paper maps, we just don't know. It's anything that, in a pinch, you think, I know how to operate without relying on others. That should be in that kit.
You know, I learned the paper maps trick after the eclipse because it took so long to drive back and we had no other route except I-25. Would have been nice to know the other routes. So yeah, it's all these things that you don't necessarily think of until you're in an emergency, and certainly technology can go down too. Right,
and if you rely heavily on your GPS, on your phone or on cell phone service, hey, the other thing we recommend is have an extra cell phone with an extra battery, right? Because smartphones drain batteries really quickly. Dumb phones, which you can buy prepaid at, at stores across the country, those last longer. So also go ahead and have a prepaid phone in there just so you've got that and aren't leaning heavily on a battery-heavy cell phone.
Now, we saw in Florida and Texas how stores sell out of a lot of this stuff before the disaster strikes. Is this a good idea to have this prepared even when there is no emergency threatening us right now, for example, right now in Colorado?
That's the best time to do it, and we say check it twice a year. So prepare all of this, put it somewhere safe, put it in a bag, buy a specific backpack for your emergency kit, check it twice a year, and while you're doing that, put together an emergency plan so that if something happens, a wildfire, a flash flood, this is where we go. This is where we'll pick up our kids from school. This is who we'll call.
The plan, very good point as well. Skylar McKinley, AAA Colorado, thanks so much for always letting us know what to do. Lisa?